Hello, Internet. I'm Matt Haas. I bought a Chromebook. That Chromebook right there. Why did I do that? I don't need a Chromebook. No, one of my family members needs it, and I'm going to swoop in and rescue the day. That's the idea. So, yeah. So not all family members are as knowledgeable about tech as I am. So I tend to help out. And when bad things happen, I swoop in with new equipment and make everything work. Marilyn is here. Good to see you and the Purple Hearts. Good morning, Internet. He's Matt Haas. Yes, I am. Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, baby, I got a busy day ahead of me. Busy day. I'm going to be working. And then I'm going to configure this beast. So I like to buy the Chromebooks that are not garbage. So this has a little more memory than usual. A lot of them come with 4 gigs. I know that seems awful small, 4 gigs. But it's a Chromebook. It's a browser. It doesn't need much. So I want double that. And I want it from a good name. I kind of like the Lenovo brand. The Lenovo brand took over IBM's ThinkPad. And the ThinkPads have always been sort of like the gold standard of hardware. And for the most part, Lenovo has kept up the quality of the IBM standard. And I want it to last. Got the GoPro working. And yes, I tested it. I took the battery out. It will not function unless the battery's in it. Even if you supply power to it with the USB cable, you must have a battery in the darn device. And the battery sucks up heat and it overheats. I even turned it on. It said, your GoPro shut down because it was overheating. I also really like this type of mug. This is the one I got at Hershey Park. But the reason I like it is it's the double-walled, vacuum-sealed type of cup. So it keeps hot drinks hot. However, I don't like to put the lid on and take it off. That's a whole bunch of extra labor. But since the opening is narrow, it will cool down because the heat can escape this small opening, but it escapes at a much slower rate. I've had other vacuum sealed cups with lids that just keep it piping hot for hours, and then it never cools down. So what'll happen is I'll put it in, it'll be super hot, and in about 10 minutes, it'll get really hot, but hot enough that I can drink it without burning myself. And then it will stay at a hot level for a few hours without me having to do any remove, put back on routine with the cap. So, hey. If you haven't noticed this about me, I am very particular about the items I use in everyday life. Very, very particular. Almost to the point of unhealthy neuroses. but I like what I like. That ceramic mug with the big taper, I did like that. But it cooled off the drink too fast because it had the large open area at the top of the cup. Anyway, did the GoPro survive the 4-story drop test? It probably could. Especially if I have the, what do you call it? The Media Mod. I have this Media Mod enclosure. I don't know if you can see that. Like it's got, I know everything's dark over in that corner, but it's got this extra microphone on it that's supposed to be a nicer microphone, but people have tested it and they said it's not as good as the internal one. So if you had that Media Mod enclosure on, I'm sure it can survive a big fall because that kind of protects it. Jamie Rose is back on the channel. Hi, Jamie. She broke away from her Xbox. I hope you were poning your enemies on Xbox, Jamie. It's like the McDLT. The hot stayed hot, the cool stayed cold. Dude, my best friend used to just destroy McBLTs. I think he ate at least 6 of them a week. He went to McDonald's almost every day, and this went on for months. Not the most healthy choice. He loved the McDLTs. And I don't know why he did it, but he would fold the foam enclosure over and stick his finger through it. I'm like, Bob, why the hell are you doing that? And he was kind of not right in the head. But anyway, back in Eastern time zone again. Whoop, whoop. All right. Glad you're back in the time zone, Jamie, with me. Yes, here in central Pennsylvania, we are the Eastern time zone, as evidenced by, almost got it. Can you see it? Got a little map of the United States here, right there, and the Eastern time zone is illuminated because that's my atomic clock. It's kind of a better, see the little thing. Now this atomic clock shows Pacific time, but mine over there has Eastern because that's the way I roll. Also, I found out, okay, talking about all my neuroses, this clock, it's got a back light on it, which I really like. Now, obviously, the back light's off. Here's the problem. For 4 minutes an hour, the backlight turns off because the clock attempts to connect to the radio signal that picks up the atomic clock time signature and accurately sets the clock mechanism. So it turns off the backlight because it draws more electricity, and electricity is a megahertz type thing, and radios are a megahertz type thing, and it interferes with the ability for it to pick up the radio signal. So for 4 minutes an hour, on the hour, and for 4 minutes, it turns off the backlight. So I'm sitting here working at that computer, and in the corner of my eye, I see the light turn off and then turns back on. So it pulls my attention away for a split second as it goes off and it goes on once an hour. This is a hardship. This is what I have to struggle with. My clock's backlight going off every hour for 4 minutes of every hour. Why do I endure all of these hardships? Now I know, first world problems, ha ha ha. So that's 96 minutes per day. The backlight is not on. 96 minutes per day. So we can do some calculations here. Okay. One moment, I'm doing some calculations. Okay. 96 is what percent of 1440? Okay. 6.6% of my day is going to be spent looking at a clock that's not illuminated because it's attempting to connect to the radio signal, which carries the broadcast time code from the atomic clock in Boulder, Colorado. How am I supposed to endure 4 minutes an hour without the backlight on? It's tough. Life is tough, ladies and gentlemen. Life is tough. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Hey, Desert Bum Woodworking is here. Hi, Chuck. Say hi to Chuck, everybody. If you hit the backlight button 19 times, it goes into disco mode. Wit, good to see you, my friend. He owns the Hugh Demand channel. He has been hacked on the Facebooks. I got your friend request. I was like, hold up. That looks suspicious. I did not fall for your fake friend request imposter who tried to reach out to me. Carry the abacus. The struggle is real. I'm just kidding. I've got a good life. I don't care that my clock turns the backlight off once an hour, 24 times a day. And you can't cripple the ability for it to reach out to the atomic clock every hour. It just does it automatically. You know, it's a cheap Chinese piece of equipment, and you can't expect a whole lot from it. But if there is a digital atomic clock where the backlight can be sustained, send me a link, and I'll be anxious to check it out. And if you want to buy a Chromebook that I bought this Chromebook for a family member. There it is. I put the affiliate link in the description. Even if you don't want it, consider clicking my affiliate link and then go shopping for whatever the heck you want on Amazon, and I'll catch a few pennies, same price for you. That's how it works. So if you click that link I put in the description and then go shopping, up to 24 hours after you click it, whatever you buy, I'll get a fraction of pennies on the dollar for whatever you buy, and it's a way to help the channel. So if you like what I'm doing, follow my affiliate links, and we can all be good. All right, that's all I got for you. Stay awesome, everybody. I will be around the interwebs. Hope you have an amazing day. I love you all. Peace.